We are the ones who are and should be protecting our families, our sons, our daughters, our wives, our girlfriends, our moms, our sisters. But who is there to protect them from us when we're the ones, when we're the ones, when we're the boogeyman, when we're the ones that's causing all the problems, that's causing the dysfunction, that's causing the pain, that's causing the hurt, that's doing the killing. And I bring this up because there's two stories, two children that have been murdered in my city, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and by other men. The first one, young man, Jakari Robinson, was murdered by his father, basically. And I say basically because he was beaten and basically starved to death. That's right. I said he was starved. But I'm going to run this video so you can hear and see the receipts, the evidence of this man who is this young man's father's, what he did to his own son.
Family of 12-year-old Jakari Robinson try to focus on his life.
It was my everything. Jakari was Jakari, no matter what.
Jakari's older brother, Jay Moy, talked with Fox 6 over the phone Monday. Jay says he found his brother's body inside their father's home near 39th in Elmhurst October 10th. A newly filed criminal complaint says Jakari was lying on the living floor, decomposing.
Yeah, it was very hard for me and my family.
The boy's father, Ramon Moy, is now wanted for child neglect and failing to report the death. The criminal complaint says Moy had been acting abnormally before the boy's body was discovered. Prosecutors say he claimed he had cancer. Prosecutors say Jay told police their father had been dodging him and his family, which is why he went to the home that day.
What feelings do you have towards your dad right now?
I'd rather not really speak on that right now.
The criminal complaint says Moy claimed he kept Jakari away from family as a punishment for the boy's bad behavior. Prosecutors say an autopsy revealed the 12-year-old had several broken bones and was malnourished. He only weighed 54 pounds.
Right now, I just think us as a family, we just want to figure out everything for ourselves.
Milwaukee is still looking for answers for a boy whose life was cut short. Aaron Mabin, Fox 6 News.
54 pounds. And his brother had to find him. His brother had to. Can you imagine that, man? Going in there, seeing your little brother dead on the floor, and your father dodging you. And you know. That's why he said, man, I don't even want to speak on that right now. Because you know, he already know, man. He knows what's up. He knows. He was under your care. He was under your watch. You are nowhere in sight. This boy got broken bones. He's 54 pounds. I got a 7-year-old. He weighed more than 54 pounds. This boy was 12, almost a teenager. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. I don't care. And then you lying, talking about he got cancer. And you on the run. Who's going to protect our sons from us? Nobody. There's nobody to protect them from us. So you can't be the boogeyman. You can't be the worst thing that ever happened to your son. Like this man, like Jakari's father was. The worst thing that ever happened to him is the man who he probably loved the most. He was keeping him from his family because of the way he was acting. Well, maybe he was acting up because you was keeping him from his family. But still, there ain't no excuse. There ain't no excuse for you not feeding your son, for you beating your son. If you know you don't have what it takes to take care of him, then let him go be with someone who will take care of him. At least do him that much. At least do him that much. If you don't have what it takes, if you just don't want to be a daddy, then let him go be with somebody else. At least now he would still be alive. But when I heard about both of these stories that I'm talking about today on this podcast, it really hurt my feelings, man, because is this what the world is coming? Is this what is coming to, man? Is this what we doing now? Is this what we doing now? We killing 12-year-olds? And then in my next story, a 5-year-old? Is this what we doing now, Milwaukee? Is this what we doing? This what we doing? And then we running. Then we don't have no explanation for his family, for his brother. No, but you just running. This what we doing now? No, this not what we doing now. You get no respect. I want the police to arrest him. I want him to go to jail. I want him to get everything he's got coming to him. Anybody that harms children, you get no respect. You get no respect. You need to be arrested, persecuted, prosecuted, whatever, with prejudice. The book need to be thrown at you. Because how you just killing off our future? Lying about what happened. His brother got to come over and see about him and then find him dead on the living room floor. You nowhere in sight. This podcast, the RaisingKarter podcast, is a podcast for fathers with sons. Fathers who want to be an important and an integral part of their son's life. And it's a podcast letting people know that being a father is the most important job you got. Ain't nothing more important than that. There's nothing more important than that. And this man totally disrespected, fumbled the ball, and should be and needs to be held accountable for his actions. And I want other fathers to know that if your son has friends and you see something that isn't right, you gotta say something, man. You gotta say something. We gotta say. I know it's somebody who had to see this boy and know that, hey, man, it's something. Something ain't right here. We gotta start speaking up, and we gotta start outing fathers that aren't any good. We got to start, man. Hey, if you call it snitching, I don't care we got to start out and telling the authorities and the proper people that this dude isn't any good. He's no good for his son. He's no good for his family. And he needs to be helped or arrested. But I have another story about a 5-year-old here in Milwaukee again, found in a dumpster. Yes, that's right. Found in a dumpster. But I'm going to run the video, the audio, so you can hear, and then we're going to speak on that.
Nearby catching the bus. Folder says he understands the pain, losing 2 infants of his own.
Honestly, it hurts. I deal with it every day. The pain, I try to keep moving, keep going as far as, just trying to better my life, better myself.
By noon, family and police had confirmed Prince was the child in the dumpster. The little boy's grandmother, off camera, says they'd been searching, waiting until they learned the terrible news. Onlookers shared their thoughts as police wrapped up their investigation at the scene.
It's very sad, disturbing to the community. I'm heartbroken. I have nieces, nephews, and cousins out here that lives in Milwaukee. I'm very concerned about their safety.
I have nephews that are years of age, and nothing like that should be happening, especially across the police station too. So it's very sad.
Milwaukee police say when Prince was reported missing yesterday, they requested an Amber Alert, but police say the state says this case didn't meet the criteria for an Amber Alert. Police say while they're still investigating a cause of death, they suspect foul play. They say they've arrested a 27-year-old man and a 15-year-old boy. Reporting in Milwaukee, Bruce Harrison, TMJ4 News.
5-year-old father says that he was taking a nap, woke up, and he was gone. Now, apparently, these two that were arrested, the 27-year-old and the 15-year-old, I think one of them at least lived in the house with them. And when he woke up and he seen his son wasn't there, he started to go into action and call relatives, end up calling the police, and they end up finding the boy in a dumpster close to his house. Now, I was reading something also where Prince's mother said that one of the males that was arrested had mental health issues. What is mental health? What is mental health? Because I know a lot of people who you might, feel, have some type of issues, but they know not to kill a 5-year-old. So what kind of mental health issues did he have? We need to stop throwing that word around. We need to stop letting that, because I'm going to tell you, it don't matter. If they were responsible for this, the judge ain't going to give a damn about that. He ain't going to give a damn about that. You're going to have to jump through hoops and all kind of things to show him that you didn't know what you was doing. And you're not going to be able to. You're going to pay for what you did. So stop throwing that word around like it means something, because it don't mean shit. Like I said, I know a lot of people who you might think are on the level of intelligence or mental capacity that you think they should be for their age or whatever, but they know not to kill a 5-year-old. You knew something because you put them in a dumpster. You didn't want to get caught. So there is no excuse. I don't care what's going wrong with you. I don't care what your problem is. There's no excuse. What could he have possibly done to warrant you to kill him? Nothing. So you too need to be prosecuted, convicted, and sentenced to the harshest penalty that there is. Because is this what we doing? Is this what we doing now? Is this what we doing now? That we're so sorry as men that we killing children and we blame it on mental health. Is this where we at now, men? Is this where we at, brothers? Is this what we doing now? This what we doing? No, we not doing this. We not doing this. We not doing this. This is not who we are. This is not what God, this is not what Allah intended us for us to do. To harm and to hurt children. No. And you best believe you gonna pay for this. You best believe. He might be running, but it's on his mind every day. It's on his mind every day. So Allah's gonna whoop your ass for that. You gonna get a good whooping. He getting a whooping from that right now. God is whooping his ass for that right now. You don't get to get away with killing an innocent child. You can run all you want to. You can make all the excuses you want to. I'm mental health. I'm this and that. No. He ain't gonna give you no breaks for that. And you're not gonna get no breaks from any man that's worth anything. You're not gonna get any sympathy. But let's believe me, when you hit that yard, when you hit that prison, you're not gonna get no respect. None. These are two situations, these are two instances that we cannot tolerate, that you need to know about. And if you see anybody harming a child, if you got you got sons and they got friends and you see something that ain't right, you got to say something. And man, when you got a family, I'm sorry to say, you got to watch who you have in your house with you. You got to watch who's in that house with you. You got to watch who you bring in that house. You got to who you let visit, who stays with you. Hell, the pets you have. You have to be, it's your job to know that you've done everything to keep your family safe. You've done everything to keep your children safe. Now, I'm not blaming his father, but I'm just saying, that's our job. That's our job to know that. Anybody with some type of mental health issues that you feel unsafe being around your children, I'm sorry, you can't stay here. You just can't stay. If I feel, and I'm sorry, but you can't stay here. It's my job to keep my family safe, and I don't want to be sleep or going to work and something happens to them. Stand up. Even if other people, oh, you wrong for that. No, I ain't. No, I ain't. No, I ain't. I'm right for this. And I don't give a damn if you don't like it. You can go too. For real. It's your job. It's your job to know what's going on with your children, what's going on around your children, and what's going on, what's happening to your children, how they're being talked to, how they're being treated, because you're the person they're going to call when somebody's hurting them. Unless you the one that's doing it. And if you the one that's doing it, I almost was going to say, if you the one that's doing it, fuck you, man. If you the one doing it, fuck you. If you the one hurting your own kids, if you the one causing them pain, if you the one starving them, having to have his brother come and find him dead laying in the floor, fuck you, dude. And that is this episode of the RaisingKarter podcast. I am your host, Ramon Weatherall Sr. If you like this type of podcast, if you like this type of delivery, this type of energy, share this podcast with your friends. Share this with your brothers, your coworkers, anybody who needs to and wants to hear this type of commentary. Because honestly, the only reason why I did it is because I did. I needed to hear this. I needed somebody to do this. Everybody doing whatever they doing on their podcast, but we doing it like this on this one. This podcast is for men, fathers, sons who want to hear about being a man, what manhood is about. And I'm out of here. Peace.